показать вам. Я уже показывала, но сейчас вот радуюсь, не нарадуюсь, я только приняла душ. А вот этот вот мой один из моих любимых этих, как это называется, body lotion. Это стекло, смотрите. То есть это не пластмасса, это стекло. Sun and Fog, здесь нет никаких вот парабенов, sulfate free. То есть очень классный продукт. Вот, Sand plus Fog называется. Очень классная. Увлажняет кожу. Вот эта белая ванила, я ее только вот открыла. Севинч открыла. Вообще-то она вчера у меня здесь душ принимала у себя в ванной, там не хотела. И открыла. И такой запах классный. Я вообще-то пользовалась вот этим вот тоже. Вот эти я еще не открыла. Вот Жасмин у меня тут есть. Вот белую ванилу она вчера открыла. Это вот кардамон. Я вот пользовалась грушей. И фрища вот. Тоже классная. Видите? Супер просто. В основном я всегда пользуюсь Victoria's Secret. Вот у меня здесь, у меня там, вот где у меня туалетный столик. Здесь у меня в коробке тоже, где у меня туалетный столик. То есть я использую, у меня много-много Victoria's Secret. Каждый Christmas я беру прям по 20, по 25 штук. Некоторые дарю, вот многие оставляю. Это вот открытые, неоткрытых тоже много. Но вот это, ну, Victoria's Secret это так, оно прям чересчур парфюм, да, там. А вот эти вот прям я рекомендую. Очень классные.
Now I'm like, hey guys, I'm all ready for the camera.
Like in the old good times, right? Hi guys, this is Севинч, remember?
Yeah.
Она раньше, когда она была маленькая, у нее был YouTube канал, вы не поверите, она его закрыла. Я вам показывала в Телеграме. Она была прям очень... Сидят тоже в пижамах до сих пор. Я тоже только что искупалась. Тигулечка тоже в пижаме. Она идет делать свои ногти, а я свои ногти не успела сделать, но я уже в ЛС сделаю. Вот. Зададим кое-какие вопросы. Есть, Севинч. Давай немножечко с тобой поговорим на камеру. Еле как я ее уговорила, просто еле как. Полчаса просила. Не любит она у меня на Ютубе быть. Она говорит, я не люблю Ютуб. Ну, Севинч, что ты... Давайте зададим такой вопрос. Что ты... О чем ты скучала? Нет. Есть ли такое, что ты скучала по дому? Самое... Нет, подожди. Что самое большое, что ты скучаешь по дому? What is the most you miss about the house? Now you live in college. Потому что она живет в общежитии.
Food.
Food, да. Вечно голодный студент. So you miss my food now?
Yeah.
My cooking?
Yeah, I miss like home food. I don't really like, I don't know, or like I just miss like being able to like open a fridge or a pantry and there's things other than like
Ну да.
just having like actual like options of snacks and stuff.
Да, она говорит, скучаю, чтобы была дома еда, открыть холодильник, открыть, где у нас знаки. Джемисон говорит, я думала, она скажет, самое большее, о чем она скучает, это Зои. Зои это ее кошка.
So, like, obviously, Zoe is number one.
Она говорит, вот, у меня даже есть тату Зои. Это можно даже не спрашивать. Давайте такой вопрос зададим. Что такое ты сейчас про меня узнала или заметила про меня, вот сейчас, когда ты уже взрослая? What is the one thing you realize about me as a person when you're older now?
Oh my god, Mom. You always ask questions as Stuart. She's like, what's one thing I realized about you now that I'm older?
Please stop, please. I'm taking an interview from Sevинч. Please go. That's very disrespectful.
Are you gonna talk when they're talking?
Они не дают нам. Сейчас я их уберу. Все, я убрала детей. Yeah, what is the one thing you realize about me just now when you're older?
I think it would be that like life is really stressful, so like it's like normal to not be in a good mood or to like snap at people, because I mean I've done that a lot like when I was little too, but like I think as I'm older I realize there's like a lot of different reasons you could be stressed or you could feel the emotions you're feeling. And because I've said things to people that I like love that like I just don't really like, I wouldn't necessarily say if I wasn't like going through a lot of stress at the time. So I think that puts some things in perspective. You know, of, like, how like life is just not linear and like things happen, like real life issues, and like working, like having a job, and then after having a job, like having to socialize with people who are.
So what is that in one word? What about me? You realize that it's okay to be in a bad mood or be stressed because life happens. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I suppose. Like,
Okay.
Like life is like is justifiably affects how you are in certain times. You know, and to not take things too personal, I think.
So you think I was too stressed, or I am?
I mean, I would not say like that. That's not a way to describe you as a whole. But like, of course, there are times where you have been like that.
Right.
And I've always been really sensitive growing up, and even now I'm pretty hypocritical because I'm kind of mean as a person, but like I get my feelings hurt really easily. So yeah, I think it's important to be in other people's shoes and see like how they might be looking at life at that moment, you know?
Okay. What is the weirdest thing you ate at college? Что было самое такое странное, что ты съела в колледже?
Oh my god, we have like so many things that we just put together for like dinners and stuff. Oh my god.
Such as?
I could write a book about all the things I ate in college.
Oh my god, я могу написать целую книгу, что я ела в колледже, что мне приходилось есть в колледже.
So, okay, this is not... You might have to cut this video a lot because I want to really think about this, but this one's not that good. But one time, me and my roommate, we wanted a charcuterie board, which is like, you know, like nice meat and like cheese and crackers. We got these random stale chips that we found in the bottom of our drawers that literally felt like bread because they were so stale. We got, it wasn't even cheese. What was it? It was something like that replicated cheese in some way. And we got a beef stick from the student store. And we put those together. And we were like, if we just like really close our eyes, like we're eating. And we would always eat on the floor. That was our dining room. And we would eat just like with leftover stuff that we would find, or like just random, or like the dining hall food, just like random combinations, like.
Okay, and then и несмотря на то, что мы платили $1200 каждый месяц за ее буфет. So what about dining hall? You didn't like that food?
Bro, the dining hall literally is just always made our stomach hurt. Like we would, like, it's just the only thing we would eat from the dining hall is just the fries. The fries were so good. Like they were like the best thing ever in the world.
То есть мы платили $1200 каждый месяц только за картошку фри, потому что она говорит, только картошку фри мы там и ели.
And then we ate like some sandwiches sometimes, but they would always have like weird food. We had breakfast there a lot. Like we had good breakfasts there.
Завтраки
we didn't
там
like eat
ели.
anything else. Like.
Okay.
Oh no! I have the powder on here. It's gonna be too cakey.
Так, следующий вопрос. Что ты скучаешь? Ну вот, например, что есть такое, что ты скучаешь из своего детства? What you secretly miss about your childhood? Something from your childhood. Secretly or not secretly?
Like,
or openly?
What's
Ну, в тайне. В тайне или не в тайне, неважно. В глубине души. What do you miss from your childhood?
You know what's a very particular memory I miss? Or something that I miss? I miss waking up from naps and you making me peanut butter and honey toast and milk. And like eating that while watching like shows. And like that's what I miss, like after nap snacks.
Я всегда заставляла ее спать днем. I always make you have nap
Yeah, because
times.
now when we can take naps, like we wake up just like dry as hell, like we have no water in our dorm, like we're literally like, oh my god, we didn't live in the dorm, we survived. Like we literally, I wish you knew how we lived in those past 8 months, because it was not life. We were literally just surviving. It was crazy.
Да, вот такая жизнь в колледже, оказывается. Они, оказывается, не жили, а выживали там, представляете?
Like, it was just so insane.
Вот это еще один из дорогих университетов Америки. Там тоже приходится, оказывается, выживать. Так, еще. Так, следующий вопрос. Я хочу сказать, что я вопросы ей не говорю изначально, она не подготавливается к вопросам. Так я всегда беру интервью у любых людей, то есть я не подготавливаю никого, и сама не подготавливаюсь особо. Значит, так, что я хотела сказать? What is one thing you appreciate being raised by me? Что ты вот можешь ценить? Ну вот есть что-то, что ты ценишь, что я тебя вырастила, что ты была воспитана мною. Ну, то, что я твоя мама, можно так сказать. What is one thing you appreciate being raised by me?
Are you being my mom?
Что ты моя мама?
No,
Well,
I said, I rephrased your question. Are you asking me what my favorite thing is being raised by you being my mom? Right? Like
ты переспрашиваешь вопрос? You re-asking the question?
Yeah, I'm like,
no, I'm asking, what is one thing you appreciate being raised by me?
Okay, well, actually, I do understand. Okay, I have an answer for that. I think there's a lot of things that I could say, but okay, there's a few things. I'm gonna.
Ну, честно отвечай, be honest.
Yeah, I'm being honest. You know, I'm very honest.
Но она вообще-то очень открыта, я тоже такая же. У нас что на уме, то на языке. Мы или скажем, или просто промолчим, но врать не будем. Okay.
I think it's just knowing that, like, my mom would do, like, anything for me. I know that's a very general response, like, of everyone would maybe say that about their parents, but, like, it's just, like, I think with you, I had, like, a different kind of, like, protection of, like, because I knew my friends who, they weren't that close to their parents, or they didn't really, like, have that safety with their parents, but, like, I've always been I felt very safe with my mom, and, like, in anything I did, like, I was never, like, worried about anything with you. Like, I thought, like, I'm not answering this very well. I'm not saying what I mean to say very well. I mean, like, I think you always put a really good environment for me, and I've always been, like, in such a bubble of life, and that could be taken negatively sometimes, of living in a bubble, but, like, I mean it in a way of just, like, I always had such a good environment around me, no matter what was happening in my life, or, like, what stage of life I was in. I was always in the right kind of bubble that I needed for that period of my life, you know? And, like, as I grew up, obviously that expanded and that altered depending on, like, how old I was or where I was, but, like, it was always fitting. I think I grew up in the right pace that I should have grown up. I didn't grow up too fast or too slow. You know what I mean? I think I hit all the marks, which is very difficult to do as a parent, or especially to raise kids in LA, you know, because LA is very fast living and whatever.
Right.
But I think I grew up very well, like, especially compared to some people I know. I'm like, oof. Come on, guys.
Yeah, the mom being overprotective was actually a good thing.
But you weren't overprotective. You were, like,
protective.
Yeah, because I didn't miss out on stuff. I wasn't like, I can't do this because my mom says no. My mom, I can't do. I got to do everything I wanted to do.
Yeah, I was fair, I think.
There was nothing that I maybe a party or two I couldn't go to because whatever reason, but everything that I wanted to do in my life growing up as, like, in the house, I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm very appreciative of that.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Так, какие еще вопросики позадавать ей? Про личное я не хочу спрашивать. сама не хочу, потому что не хочу на камеру. I'm saying I don't want to ask our personal questions on camera, you know, like,
Yeah.
потому что не хочу, чтобы прям все раскрывать. Да, она и не будет на это отвечать.
Yeah, but I think college is just really an important stage of life, and I think that even though obviously my freshman year had like ups and downs and stuff, I think going to college really is a privilege in life, and like having that like step before you like are on your own in life. And like I'm not gonna lie, like even though I did have a lot of like crazy moments in freshman year, I would not change how my freshman year went. Like
So you like it? I mean, you appreciate it.
I think everything that happened like needed to happen, and like
Yeah, you know, it just makes us stronger, wiser. It's part of growing up. But do you like SCAT? Tell me this. What do you think about SCAT? Do you think it's like fairly, how you say that word? Fairly, all the fairly worth the praise, or it's just
I can't really answer that right now because I'm a freshman in college. A freshman in college, you don't do anything. You know what I mean? It's like
да, это только первый курс, она говорит, я пока не знаю.
I think it's all right now. I mean, I'm just kind of like, you know, getting settled in.
Yeah, but you probably talk to people from other grades, no?
Yeah, they like it. SCAD is just very work oriented, and even though it's like an art school, I think people don't take art schools as seriously. Like art school is so hard, and it's not hard, but it's very cutthroat. You know what I mean? It's also difficult. You're also doing the same amount of work that you would do at any university that's like normal college. You know what I mean? So I think one thing people get wrong with is just like the art school is not serious. You know? And yeah, some of my projects aren't that serious. Like, yes, I made a Viking helmet for my final project in design. Like, it's kind of cringy, but like, as you progress in the years and you do your major classes, like, that's when I think it gets more exciting.
What is your dream job after SCAD?
I mean, after SCAD, I don't know. It's whatever I can get, because I'm in the film industry.
Do you have a dream?
Of course I have a dream job. My dream goal is to be a DP, which is director of photography, which is, do you know what that is?
No.
Well,
No, I know. I just wanted to explain here.
Well, the director of photography is the person who's in charge of the shots and like the light design and like the main camera, basically, like the
in the movie.
Yeah, in the movie.
Okay.
So it's like you are designing the shots that are being taken. Like you make the shot lists and stuff.
Okay.
With the director, of course, and of course I would like to be a director as well, but that's just very in the like end goal. You know what I mean? Like you don't just become a director unless you're doing some like mini indie film, and which I would be okay with doing, of course. But I think with being in the film industry, you have to like want to do a little bit of everything, because it's such a big industry that you can have so many different jobs in. Like variety is so important. That's why when you're in the film major, the classes are literally a little bit of everything in the industry, because you need to know as much as you can to get any job you can. You know, if that makes sense. Yeah. So of course
to get the experience.
And or to be able to be hired, because you're not gonna get out of college and be like, you're a DP now, you're gonna probably be this and that and that and that. Yeah, or someone's gonna be like, oh, can you do sound? Can you do this? Can you grip? Can you whatever? And you're like, yes. And you collect the jobs and then you go up the ladder, you know? So I think.
And what is if there is any company you would like, oh my gosh, I would love to work for this company?
I would like to work for like Sony Productions. Sony, yeah. They make really good movies. Obviously, like A24, which is a lot, like, you know, or Neon, like those kind of production companies are cool. But Sony's like a bigger production company which does a more variety of kinds of movies.
What about Netflix?
I mean, if I could work for Netflix, I would, but that's a bare thing for me. Like, it's not something I would dream to work for Netflix.
No.
Of course, they probably pay well. I mean, if Netflix is like watching, they're like shitting on Netflix. I'm not trying. Like, yes, it's off. Of course, it'd be a great opportunity. I'm not like, who am I to be like no to Netflix? But like, it's not my dream. It's not my art style.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
You would actually prefer Sony over.
Of course, I want to do a real legit production. And I know Netflix is one too, but Netflix started off as a streaming service. They don't have. I don't think they have the heart as much. And I don't know, maybe I'm talking all this random crap and everyone's like, actually, Netflix has been, I don't know, okay? Just I never thought about it.
We are going to ask these questions in 10 years from now, and then we will see. And you will be surprised, you know, I'm going to do the video with you also. Я хочу сделать вопросы, вот она сейчас первый курс закончила, я хочу сделать вопросы, и потом сделаю второй курс, она закончит, буду задавать те же вопросы. И третий, четвертый курс. И в конце мы проверим.
Oh my god, my nail appointment's like in 20 minutes. Will you take me? Are you taking me?
No, Dad.
С чего я должна? Ты меня не спросила.
It's at 1:45. Because Dad was gonna take me, but if you're already here, then maybe you can just take me.
Well, no, ask Dad because I have stuff to do.
Dad's working on his computer.
Dad, it's like 7 minutes away. Just like drop
He's
me
working on his
and off.
computer.
Guys, get your license. Like,
Oh,
actually, that's very important because I don't have my license and it's just hell to not have my license. I'm not gonna lie.
Dad.
Так, повезу я ее тогда. Ой, повезу я ее тогда сама ногти делать. No, I didn't make an appointment. You cannot just go without the appointments.
Sometimes they're...
Так, сделала свои ногти.
Can I see your nails?
Much. I'm actually so happy.
Put it here, baby, so I can see.
Look,
I am looking. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what you wanted.
they did so good.
Yeah, it looks good. Это вот то, что Севинч хотела сделать. Вот так сделай, Севинч, вот так вот. Да, тогда будет видно. Вот.
And look, it like just matches my vibe so much like, with my tattoo and like it's just so me and I love it so much. I'm actually so happy, right?
It's normal price. $70 с чаевые она написала. $70, но без
I
педикюра.
paid, Mom, in LA.
So what you say? What do you like her nails?
Yeah, I said all the cool kids are doing it. It's what's cool these days, you know. To also,
Oh yeah?
No, it's not. He's just doing that. I'm obviously like different.
you know what?
That's like my whole
her
thing.
and her little cloney friend that she hangs out with, they both got. You know what's cool? I told her little Kit Kat tattoos and little
is
little
cool.
shapes. That's what's cool too.
No, it's actually nice. It's like I don't know what it is, but it's
Okay.
like
Okay, did you tell her
about what?
about this evening?
Yeah, I said that she needs to
Why are you
babysit
scared
the
of me?
kids.
Oh my god.
We're not scared. We're telling you to watch the kids and
You're gonna spend some family time with little JJ and little amazing baby, and you're gonna all snuggle, puggle, and the snoozy boozy.
Будешь смотреть, Севинч будет сегодня смотреть за детьми, а мы пойдем на свидание. Так, собираюсь с мужем на свидание. Вот, опять я одела вот этот вот костюмчик свой, потому что муж еще не видел его. У нас сильнейшая жара. Так что то, в чем была на свадьбе, то и надела. Я его постирала, чистенький, так что поехали, погуляем. Все, оставляю детей вместе, Севинч с ними будет рисовать, а мы поехали. Окей, я тебя не снимаю, боже мой. Вот привезли наши тайлы в на камин, который мы хотим построить, видите. И коричневое есть, чуть-чуть черное, белое. Я сама выбрала. Прикольненько. Ладно, пойдем. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, bye-bye.
Это вот все, что пришли, видите, это все тайлы. Здесь у нас kitchen cabinets, right?
No.
Вот, столько всего, скоро начнется проект.